Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Fix, and I'm here to do a little YouTube series about building a house. My wife Amanda and I just bought this land. It's right around an acre, and then it kind of backs up to there's a creek over that way, so it's really far back. It's pretty awesome. I'm excited to get working on it here today. I gotta cut down a bunch of trees and do a lot of yard work over the next week to kind of figure out exactly where everything's gonna go and how it's gonna go. So we're gonna do a whole video series about the process of doing everything to this land from start to finish, the whole design process of building the house, the whole process of the house. Everything goes into it. So hopefully you'll enjoy these videos that I make and like them. Boom, I changed. Alright, so I had to put this hat on, and because I don't like sweating so much. So, I got a lot of work to do. So, as you can kind of see, so in essence, the house is going to end up going kind of here. I've got neighbors there, and neighbors over there. But there are all these trees right here that we have to cut down. It's going to be a walkout ranch plan on there. I figured I'd give you a kind of a sneak peek of the land, just kind of walk it and explain why we bought this piece of land. So I've kind of made a couple paths in here. Now one of the big problems is there's a bunch of these thorn trees out here, and if you look and see that thorn right there, that's a small one. That one's about 2 inches there. There's some of these that are like 5 or 6 inches, and then on those trees, if you see there, they just have a cluster of these thorns. That's no good, because that can pop tires and stuff. So I've got to cut all those trees down. I think there's about 15 of them. And I'm going to chop them into about 18-inch sections, and then we're going to put them on the back side of the land and just get rid of all of them, so that way we can really see what the land looks like, the terrain on it. So if any of you watching are experts in moving dirt, or what is it, topography, I'd love to hear your suggestions on this land. But I'll take you a walk and you can see it. So this is more towards the back side of the land here. This is the northwest corner of the lot, looking back to where the house would be, right over here. So I made this little path the other day to kind of walk through it. So like all of these trees have to go, all of these trees have to go. I want to get it down to grass like this so I can see exactly how the land lays and what we're dealing with out here. So that way I know how I want the dirt guy to come in and move stuff. So we're planning, so there's this hill here that looks out. It's got this great view. There's a creek back in there, and it's kind of hard to see, but we want to put a fire pit here with a bunch, so around big cement pad with a fire pit, kind of cut out the dirt around here. Our house will be right where those trees are, right there. So that way we can come out here, have some nice wood burning fire pits. We'll end up putting some new trees, taking out this fencing that's up here, so that way, because there's a road back there. It's a dirt road right now. And we just want privacy. So when we're back here, we've got the trees blocking us. We can have a fire pit with a great view. We got the neighbor's pool we can see now. I'll end up doing some type of tree there, so it's really, we're focusing on looking back this way. But this path keeps on going. And again, there's another one of those big thorn trees I gotta take out. Other problem is, a lot of the trees out here grew in clusters, like this one here. So here you have this good tree, but it's wrapped around 2 other trees. So I have to decide if that's worth keeping, or just tearing that down too and planting something else cool. So I'm going to be doing a lot of work as far as what kind of trees I want to plant back here and what I want to see. So this kind of dips down here a little bit and then comes up again to another hill. And this will be at the very back of our property. This is on the northeast corner of the property back in here. Again, I've already cut down one little tree there. But what we're planning is, where this tree is to have a gazebo, and so we can look back out this way. And it's kind of a cool area back here. Because again, it's real private. There's nothing else back here. In the wintertime, I want to make a couple paths so you can sled down there, because it's a pretty good drop. It's a nice angle going down. So I think that would be a lot of fun. In the wintertime, snow's on the ground, hang out at the gazebo here, and then go sledding down this hill. I think it'd be awesome. I think it'd be a fun family thing to do. So we're building in Ankeny, Iowa, and most of Ankeny is suburbs, typical quarter-acre lots or less. So we were lucky to find this acre lot out here, and we're going to be using a custom builder. Nicholson Brothers Homes is going to be doing our construction of our home. I've known James for many years. He's a great builder, and I'm really excited to work with him to build this home. There are a lot of details that go into building a home, and I've built homes before, and so I know the process, and I'm very OCD about everything. So I'm going to be going through and working on everything, so that way a lot of the frustrations and the delays are taken out of the equation completely and totally. When you build a custom house, there's a lot of decisions you have to make. It's not like dealing with a high volume builder where they're building over 100 homes a year, and you go in to a selection meeting and you have only 3 or 4 choices. Here, I mean, paint alone, you know, you've got 1,000 color choices. Flooring, you've got thousands of choices there, and all the combinations add up. So it's a matter of kind of picking out all those choices. And my wife and I, we kind of know what we want. We've already started talking about colors and everything else, but still lots of decisions to make. So we're going to take you on that journey with us during this whole process. But for today, you're going to watch me cut down trees in fast motion. I've got a couple hours I can work out here today. It's 82 degrees. It's really humid. Luckily, it's not crazy sunny out. But I still sweat like crazy when it's humid out. So I'm going to get to work cutting down trees. I'm going to open up my car here. You can look at what tools I got going on, what I'm messing with today. So I'm a big fan of Ryobi powered wireless cordless tools. Mainly going to be using their 14-inch chainsaw today. I do have this little hedge sweep trimmer thing also. I do have this trimmer with this special blade. That's how I made the paths that I made with this bad boy here. I'm gonna end up pretty much cutting the whole yard with that in time, and then getting someone out here with a proper mower once I get all the trees down, and we're gonna grind all those trees out. So yeah, those are the tools. So I'm gonna stop talking and I'm gonna get to work and go from there. So I'll be talking to you later. So again, today I'm really just gonna be concentrating on trying to cut down as many of these thorn trees as I possibly can. So we're gonna start here with these. There's about 4 there and about another 4 or 5 over here. So I'm gonna do the time lapse GoPro camera on that and see how long it takes us. Alright, so I spent about an hour chopping down these trees behind me. These are not fun. These thorn trees are not fun. I've got all kinds of cuts and things on me. You have to be really aware of what's on top and beside you. I mean, you have to know what's going on with the trees and which way they're going to fall, and that's how you kind of cut them. I am not an expert at chopping down trees. I am a novice. I have a little bit of knowledge on it, but yeah. So this is what I got done in an hour. I think my GoPro stopped a little bit ago. So I'm gonna clear my path again so I can have a walking way here, and that might be it for today. We'll see. I might try to get 1 or 2 more, but yeah, it's very hot. It's very humid and definitely cut up. It'll be interesting when I take a shower what hurts and what doesn't. So, all right, I'll let you know my progress here in a little bit. Whew, wow. All right, I think I'm gonna call this a day, day 1. I definitely did not get as much done as what I was hoping, but that was probably to be expected. I had no clue how hard cutting down these thorn trees was. I definitely got poked and prodded a lot. The biggest guy was this one here, which is, my hands are pretty big, so that's about a 7-inch thorn that poked me, somewhere right there. So that was fun. That was fun. Hopefully these things are not poisonous, and day 2, 3, 4, and 5 will be me in the hospital, but I'm pretty sure I'm good there. So yes, I took down, I think there's 6 trees, 4 to 6 trees over here, and then another probably 4 or 5 over here. And I just cleared my path again so I can walk cleanly through this. So I think my goal is going to be to cut down all the thorn trees and give them a couple days to kind of die out there, and then cut them down to manageable pieces. So tomorrow I'm going to be back in here kind of to the middle of the property on the north side. There's like 4 clustered there. There's on the fence line, there's 2 there. There's 3 little ones here. And then I think there's 2 little ones there. So I think that's what I'm going to concentrate on tomorrow. It's supposed to rain here. Yeah, it's supposed to rain here tomorrow. So we'll see. Hopefully it's not raining in the afternoon so I can come out here and just chop some trees. I originally kind of was estimating about a week to cut these trees and kind of take some of this land down, but I think it's going to be closer to 2 to 2.5 weeks working. I'm only going to be out here, you know, a couple hours a day. I have a real job that I have to do, so that'll be fun. The reason why I'm doing this is because it's part of the adventure. You know, once this is all done, I'll be able to look at this land. It'll be completely different looking, and I'll have all this footage kind of showing what I did, the whole process, and kind of look back about how it was. I'm going to do a lot of drone footage out here so everybody can really see what's going on every day. And yeah, I need to get a bigger SD card for my GoPro because it ran out of space. So I might take the resolution down on those fast forward videos just to kind of, so I can make them longer for the whole day that I'm out here. Any suggestions on settings for my GoPro, I'll be glad to take them. I know a lot of you are like, Fix, why don't you just pay someone with a big bulldozer to come down and knock all these down, all these trees down for you? And to me, things are about the journey, the life experience. Yes, I could pay someone to come out here and knock these trees down, but who would have taken all these thick thorns and poked me with them the entire day? I mean, what fun would that have been? Actually, that was probably the most horrible thing in the world, was when a little branch would come and whack me. That was fun. Yeah. I mean, look at these things. This is insane. I mean, I don't know about you, but these right here is definitely a good argument why Satan exists. That is for sure. Because why would you ever put that on a tree? I don't know of anybody that likes to attack trees. So yes, bad thorn trees. I don't like you. Alright, another day out here. I missed yesterday because of the weather. It was kind of rainy and not any fun. So here I am. It's Thursday, July 2nd. It's like 89 degrees outside. Feels like 97 degrees, like 67% humidity. So yeah, today I think I'm going to concentrate on this tree and this big ugly one, and then maybe some of these little ones that are just kind of all over the place up in there. So again, I'm going to do a time-lapse video. That thing seems to go for about an hour. So we'll see what, yeah, I'll give you some updates in between. Alright, so the first tree went down exactly how I'd hoped. Right in the right direction, perfect. The second tree is 2 trees covered by, surrounded by all kinds of little trees, and it's intertwined in there. So this one's gonna be a pain in the butt. We'll see how this one goes down. Wish me luck. So I think I forgot to charge one of my batteries last night. I use these Ryobi tools. They're all electric. And I have a 6 amp, a 5 amp, and a 4 amp 40 volt batteries. And yesterday I was mainly using the 6 amp. And I think I just forgot to charge it last night. I put one of them on, but I apparently wasn't paying attention. So I was able to get this tree down out of the set. It fell exactly how I wanted it to. It did cover up my path though, but that's all right. This tree actually, if you look, starts underground, like way over here. So the sister tree does the exact same thing. It's underground, runs sideways, and then up. So yeah, that's interesting. My goal is to get this tree to go that way. It's not leaning that way, it's not weighted that way. It really wants to go that way, which is fine too, but I guess not where I want it to go, because then I'm blocking all my paths to get through. And I don't want to mess with chopping that stuff yet, or cutting it up. But we'll try our best and see what happens. So I'll let you know. Alright, I'm going to call it a day. I was only able to be out here about an hour today. I was a dummy and I didn't charge all my batteries. I just charged one. So that makes a difference. So yeah, but I was able to get down these 2 trees. So I had 2 over here and then this big one over here. So I got a big old mess to cut down, trim up. I'm hoping tomorrow I will be able to get in here and cut out all of that stuff. And yeah, just kind of see how everything looks. Again, it's really hot out here today, as you can see by the multicolors. If you can see that. I have sweat through this Tickley shirt. By the way, I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm just doing this for the fun of it. So if you see me using Ryobi tools, I just like them. I mean, if Ryobi wants to send me a riding electric lawnmower, I'd love that, because it looks like Luigi's cart from Mario Kart. I'm not a huge Luigi fan, but I do love the color green, and it looks pretty sweet. I'll have a picture right there. And yeah, I think that's everything for today. I'll be out here tomorrow, chopping more trees. Hopefully I'll get my drone to work tomorrow. I think tomorrow is supposed to be just as hot, so I will be sweating as profusely as possible then too. See you then. Alright, day 4 technically. Back at it again. Another beautiful 88-degree day with 55-60% humidity. So yesterday we did these 3 big trees. The beautiful thorn trees. See, this tree grew sideways for 6 feet and then up. That's still the most amazing thing I think I've ever seen. And then I came along and cut it down. I'm a dick. So today, I'm going to be taking out these brush of little trees. There's 2 sections. There's this one you're seeing here, and there's one just past it, just like it. So that should be pretty easy on my chainsaw. And then we'll see what's the closest thorn tree after that, or tree after that, and see. So I'm going to put the GoPro here and time-lapse it and have some fun. So, see you in a bit. I am tired. It took about an hour, but I got all this first one done. So I still got to come in, remove all the brush, and then I left these sticking up anywhere from 2 to 3 feet. so I could see them because I'll end up cutting those down to the ground or just underneath it. We're gonna end up coming in and filling all this, bringing the dirt from that hill over there and pushing it all in here and kind of leveling this off. So I'm not worried about burying these little roots on these trees, but as you can see, they grow together. They're not fun. They're not as bad as the thorn trees though. So there is that positive. I think I'm gonna concentrate on this area here next. My GoPro ran out of space or got too hot, one of the two. So I'm just going to show you before and after of this stuff falling down and all that. Yay. Whew. Whew, I'm tired. Alright, as you can see behind me, I got all that brush earlier, and then I got these trees here. So let me step back to where I was earlier today. So I had the GoPro and I was talking to you earlier from right here. So I got all that brush pile there and 3 trees over this way. Whew. Today was I'm tired. I think that concludes day 4 out here. Alright, what's going on everybody? So today is Sunday, July 5th. I wasn't planning on coming out here today. I was celebrating the 4th of July at a friend's house on the lake yesterday and I got really sunburnt. But I got home and I was like, you know what, I really need to mow the yard for the neighbors because it really looks awful. So I'll kind of explain. So let's see here. I'm on my cell phone, so okay. So neighbor's yard, nice and green grass. My yard, not so much. Bunch of dirt and weeds and stuff. So I'll give you a full shot of what my front of my yard looks like here. So isn't that pretty? Just beautiful. So the house will end up going like right here. So that way there's space between the 2 neighbors. So somewhere right in here. But as you can see from this, the yard is in pretty bad shape, as a new construction yard is. So that's one thing you have to learn about with new construction, is that you have to take care of your yard or pay someone to make sure the weeds aren't growing up too high and the neighbors call the city ordinance or they just happen to drive by and see it. So this is where the hill goes down for our walkout lot. So I'm just going to come in here and trim some of these really bad things like this right here, this fun stuff. So I'm going to be nice and I'm going to trim those down also today. Hopefully this next week, what you're going to see back here, so I've got all these trees right along here. That's a thorn tree, that's a thorn tree, that's a thorn tree. That's a good tree, but it's got to go. And then these over here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm hoping 4 trees on Monday to take down. This one here is the big one. It's a really tall thorn tree and it's kind of close to my neighbor's house. So I'm going to be really extra careful with that. I think I'm going to start with that one. I'm actually going to use a tie off on that one to try to pull it this way. So that way it's not going towards my neighbor's house, and use all my knowledge of lumberjacking and chopping down trees to not ruin my neighbor's house. So that's the goal on Monday, and not die of dehydration. So I think that's going to conclude it for this week's set of videos. I'm going to try, I think I've decided that I'm going to do videos every week, so that way they're done by Sunday and uploaded Sunday night. So hope you enjoy these and keep watching them. Check you later.